Welcome to this HFS Videocast. I'm Mark Reed-Edwards, Chief Marketing Officer at HFS. Today, we talk with one of the analysts behind the HFS Industry 4.0 Top 10 for 2022, which we just released. Joining me is Mayank Madhur, Associate Practice Leader. Mayank, it's great to have you here.
Thank you, Mark.
So what's at the core of the HFS Industry 4.0 Top 10?
So, Mark, before we understand the core of Industry 4.0 here, so let's go through what is actually Industry 4.0. So if you remember, while COVID is stuck and everything was kind of in pause, even the manufacturing industries, which form the baseline of each and every country. So even the manufacturing industry were in problem due to this widespread disruption of the human labor. Considering the large part of the manufacturing work happens by the human labor, the machines were stopped and they were not in a working condition. They needed a manual work from the human side. Now, to have this kind of disruption, we can have this kind of disruption again in future. So to have the business isolated from this kind of things, we need to go through Industry 4.0, which help us with the kind of more flexible automated solutions. So Industry 4.0 help with the same. It reduce the industry dependence on the human labor and help manufacturers adapt to the changing market condition, so that even if in future, if something like this comes up, the manufacturing industry goes on. So if you see Industry 4.0 tech, they will help you to manage all the manufacturing process and help you with the smarter and faster decision making.
Right.
And thus boosting the efficiency and profitability of the entire operations. So when we started this report last year, once everything was kind of settled post this COVID, so we wanted to understand the offerings of the service providers are starting from the research and development, operations, and all the support services. So if you see Industry 4.0, as I said before, it's not a ready-made software kind of thing. It kind of uses its complex capabilities to help enable the manufacturing processes in an easier manner. So we use different emerging techs in this. So we have many techs which are common across industry. We are some technologies which are specific to this industry. Now, when I say Industry 4.0, we have a combination of technologies like 3D printing, robotics, manufacturing automation, and the other tech which are kind of across the industry are IoT, AI, digital twin, AR, VR, all these things. So these are combining and helping the manufacturing process to have a better efficiency, better result, optimization, and all the things. So as a part of this top 10 report, we went through 14 service providers. We had an evaluation of their offerings, solutions, and all on the basis of the 4 parameters: execution, innovation, voice of customer. And then we published the report in which we talked in detail about these all things service provider wise. So it was individually, we have the profiles, we have the strength part, weakness part, and what are the different solutions, and how is their practice overall in a detail. So this is about how we approached the top 10 and what was the main idea to do this top 10 report.
Yep. So these are extensive undertakings, top 10. So can you tell me what you saw in the providers you studied, and also, what enterprises are looking for when they evaluate those providers?
Sure, Mark. So when we talk to the senior leader of the enterprise who take the services of the service providers, they are looking into the innovation, how well this service provider can innovate, how well are they into the industry domain, how is their expertise, and how is their quality service. These were the primary, means the most things what is enterprise want to have from their service provider. Now, if we go to the senior leader of the providers, they are looking into this as a business problem. So previously, when Industry 4.0 came into picture, many people took it as a tech problem, but actually it's a business problem. That is the clarity which they have been getting over the years. Apart from it, the one problem what they are facing, even after they are knowing this is a business problem, is the tech crunch. So they don't have a talent who can give so proper with so proper technology knowledges right now in the industry. So even if it's a business knowledge, they need a tech support or tech expertise where they are feeling the crunch kind of thing. Apart from this, if we go into the service provider executives, they agree that they can't do everything, means they can't have the solution of each and every industry. So what approach they are following is kind of a ecosystem approach. So they are generating a partnership system, ecosystem kind of thing, so that they can have accelerated time of market for their solutions, whatever they want to do for their clients and everything. So this collaboration with the partners across all the stages, such as design, architecture, and everything, are helping to for the betterment of the solutions. So if we consider a service provider offering the solution to their clients, it may not be that they are expert in that thing. They would have acquired it from their partnership or the acquisitions. So basically, for the niche capabilities, they are now going through the partnership model or acquisition model, and they want to expand over it because they have got now that a company can't do each and every tech support kind of thing, or can't have all the expertise across all the technologies. So this is what we are seeing right now. Also, one pretty kind of different thing what we saw in this top 10 as compared to the last one. So the last one we did in 2019. This one we started in 2021 and we completed it right now. Is as and when we are proceeding, and as I said before, we are trying to have a lesser human interference when we do the operations. They are going for a robotics more than ever before. So they are going for cobots. The demand of cobots have been increasing, considering they are cheap and they are of different formats. So even a smaller company can afford it. So that is something even the service provider are looking into. So yeah, this is what we have seen talking with the executives.
So it changed a lot probably from 2019 to the latest one, just because of what's happened in the world. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you give me an overview of the top providers, who they are and where they excel?
Sure, Mark. So as we did the research over all the service provider, over the 14 service provider, the top 5, which I will say, are Accenture, Capgemini, KPMG, IBM, and TCS. Now, if we see Accenture, they have a robust industry coverage with a well-aligned offering, and they do have extensive partnership ecosystem. They have that partnership, one of the best in the industry. Apart from it, they have uh, understood the importance of this industry 4.0. So they have formed their own industry as vertical, a new service line. So this line focus on digital engineering, tech implementation, and manufacturing kind of things. Apart from it, they are pretty good in acquisitions. So they have done more than 20 acquisitions in last 1 year to expand their coverage across industry 4.0. The next in the list is Capgemini. So this is means if when we did last time, the Capgemini stood, I think, rank 6. This time they are in rank 2. So basically, I think this is all because of Capgemini did an acquisition, Altran. So Altran acquisition they completed in 2020, and Altran was an expert in R&D, design, product engineering, manufacturing services. And before that, Altran acquired a company, Arisent, which was again the leading provider of engineering service. So right now, Capgemini is having one of the largest ecosystem of this design and engineering kind of vertical. which is giving them a edge. Apart from it, they have also established Industry 4.0 Academy for training and certifications, and they have been building on the several IPs. They have also ventured into the startup kind of program in which they are going into the market and selecting the startup to help them create the solutions. The same thing, like they are expanding their ecosystem and which are helping their customers. Next comes KPMG. So KPMG follows a kind of have leverages their industry expertise. So they are doing a lot of work across the platforms and proprietary data tools and everything. So they have established different centers to showcase their Industry 4.0 capabilities, be it blockchain, robotics, analytics. So they have a lot of focus into IoT, digital twin, 5G. KPMG also have been following kind of partnership approach. So they have different partnership for the different kind of thing, like for edge computing, they collaborate with IBM, Mitsubishi and all. So overall, it is more of a like they are trying to be change the face of Industry 4.0 from their advisory capabilities. This is for KPMG. The next is IBM. IBM has been well known for their technical capabilities, which make them a differentiator, of course, as compared to other companies. Advisory, I won't say IBM differentiate with the advisory kind of stuff, but their technical capabilities are one of a type. They have been partnering across the ecosystem to have different kind of platforms, have data analysis kind of stuff, and build in connectors. So they are doing a lot of things in the tech side. And the last rank 5, I will say there was a neck-to-neck competition. So at last, TCS emerged at rank 5. So if you see TCS, they are very good in execution kind of stuff. They have large number of FTE based on their 3D printing, AR, VR. Apart from it, they are industry experts. So they are able to target the different industry using the Industry 4.0. Apart from it, they have their own co-innovation networks known as COIN, so in which they collaborate among the startups, research, academic, and corporate worlds. So this is what differentiated TCS from the others. So these are the top 5, which were the kind of winners in this. Of course, the others, I won't say the others lag, but at any given day, 1 to 5 can interchange the places, 5 to 10 can change the can change the places as at any given time. So it's like top 10, I will say as a winner to this top 10.
Yeah. Just being part of the top 10 is an achievement for these companies. So well, this was a great overview, Mayank. I really thank you for joining me and sharing all this information with the audience. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Matt.
So you can read this top 10 at hfsresearch.com, along with all of our research and a growing library of videocasts just like this one. We'll see you on the next HFS Videocast.